Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Imagine yourself laying in your bed. You're a student in college. You're at the dorm. You lay in bed, knocked out, and all of a sudden you wake up to someone relieving themselves all over you in your bed. What would you do? Let's see what this lady has to say.
This is my cry for help. On Friday, I sent a message to my roommate. I have known this girl. I thought that she was fine. I thought that we were fine. I knew that we were not going to be roommates. I knew that we wouldn't be roommates for the next year, but I was honestly okay with that. So, on Friday, April 11th, I texted my roommate saying that she needed to be more quiet in general on the phone. This is the text message that I sent to her on Friday at 7 p.m. In this message, I said, can you please be quiet? You know, quieter, you can read the message yourself. I didn't think this caused any problems. I texted her that. I got no response. So I'm thinking that she understands where I'm coming from and everything is fine. I was wrong. At 5:26 in the morning, I wake up to my roommate squatting over my face, my arm, and my bedding, and she's pissing directly on me.
Okay, what would you do in that situation? Me knowing how I am, my roommate ain't gonna do no bullshit like that because I'm gonna wake up and proceed to beat that ass until somebody either pulls me off of that person, or that person is laid the fuck out, and then I might end up doing it to them. Because no, especially as a man, hell no. If you don't respond, reply with the same amount of force that was given to you, you're just gonna be a broken man for the rest of your life. You know, it's like what you gonna do after that? There's nothing you can say. You're just sorry. That's my personal opinion. If you don't do nothing, it's like there's nothing else that you can say to that person. There's like you let him piss all over you, like the whole like Drake. He didn't do nothing to that dude when like Ti's friend pissed on his leg, got up and walked off. From that point on, you will be ever known as a pussy, in my opinion. Okay, but in this case, she should have jumped. She said she didn't know what to do. I would have jumped up and just beat that ass. You know, gives a damn about getting in trouble. You got to reply in kind, like with force. If you let that happen, nothing's going to happen to you or to that person because it's like it never happened.
It's all over my sheets. It's all over my bedding.
Nope.
I say,
Nope.
what the fuck are you doing? Or something along that lines. I don't remember exactly what I said in the moment.
Nope.
She looks at me and she goes, oh, sorry. Like she wasn't expecting me to.
You let her. You spoke to her. You woke up and started speaking, having a conversation. There'd have been no conversation. There'd be a lot of furniture being rearranged in that room. Immediately after, I noticed. It's gonna be like old boy said. I'm gonna bust your head till I see the white meat. I swear to God. Cause I'll be damn. Now let me know you guys' thoughts and comments down in the comment section. What would you have done?
Wake up. I was so utterly disgusted and I did not know what to do. So
Didn't know what to do. I wouldn't have time to been discuss it because I would have been proceeding to beat that ass. I'm sorry. Like no, I couldn't do it. And I've had roommates. I had like 3 other roommates when I was in the military before I got married. It was a single life. 4 of us a total in a room. 2 of us was bunked up. One had a separate bed to himself, and the other guy had another little pallet over here. That's how we pretty much had our room set up. The 2 we were the lower ranking 2, so we had ours bunked up. But I'd be down. No, it would have taken a blanket part. It would have had to straddle me down, all 3 of them, to keep me from whooping somebody's ass.
I took all of my bedding off of my bed. And
She went through the whole process of taking out. It wouldn't have been time for that. Like, out. Somebody had to break that door down because there's gonna be a whole bunch of noise going on at 5:27, 5:28. There's gonna be a hell, all types of hell going on in that place. Cops were called. Everybody was called.
then it was down to the mattress. The mattress was soaked in piss. My mattress topper was soaked in piss. Everything was. I took all of my bedding off one by one. I realized that my mattress was soaked, so I go to the bathroom. I start to realize how traumatizing this was, how bad this was in the moment.
I wouldn't have had time to think about how traumatized I was. My mattress topper down to the sheets. It would have been no time. Like I said, she should. I don't know where this girl's from, but that's way too nice. 'Cause all the people I know, females included, they would have jumped on that ass. Let me go back a little bit.
I realized that my mattress was soaked, so I go to the bathroom. I start to realize how traumatizing this was, how bad this was in the moment, and I didn't know what. I was just trying to keep myself calm.
That could only happen to a female. It can only happen to a female. You know, talking about how traumatized. I don't care how weak of a dude you are. If you don't do nothing, you talk about how traumatized. You know, my mattress topper, my sheets, it was all over me. I was so traumatized. As a man, if you do something like that, you might as well just get out of school. Just go. I don't know, be a woman for the rest of your life, because you got to take care of business. You got to get on that. I'm sorry. You got to get on that.
Because I knew that I couldn't do anything too bad in this situation.
So what? She done something bad to you. I would have. Oh my God. This makes me mad now.
The first thing I did was I took a rag and I washed the piss off my own bed, and I put all of the piss-covered things in a corner in my.
Entire time she wiped it down, trying to clean up everything. Her roommate over there just looking at her, like, knowing she ain't gonna do nothing. Nah.
I sat in the room. So I washed it all down, and then I knew that I would have to leave eventually. So I put a sheet on my bed. I laid back down. I didn't know what else to do. So I lay back down, and then the moment I wake up in the morning, I start to get my shit together. I get a bag. I start packing it. I start getting ready to leave this place. So after that, I leave and I go to another person's dorm, someone of my very close friends. I call campus security and I tell them what happened. I report this situation. I visit another dorm on campus, and as I'm there, they tell me to go to the campus security desk.
She's being too liberal about this. Oh my God. It's making me mad. Or just explaining this whole situation and not doing a damn thing physically about it. I'm going to go tell this person. I'm going to tell that person. When she should have proceeded to karatecize that ass.
And talk to them. So I talked to another CSO, which is a campus security officer. He then calls the police, and then another security campus officer talks to me. I explain the situation. I'm explaining how I don't feel safe going back there, and they are just like, okay, we understand, right? So then I talk to someone from Res Life, and I'm like, this is what's happening. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This happened to me. What are we gonna do? What are the next steps? And she's just like, oh, we can do nothing until Monday. This incident happened Saturday morning. So, yesterday night, I had no place to stay. I had to stay at a friend's dorm. Thank God that I was able to.
She let that girl punk her out of her own room, out of her own bed. She's paying all this money to this school, and she didn't do nothing to her. But posted on TikTok. Man, this new generation of people are just different. Like everybody I know in my family, I put that on God, we would have instantaneously crashed out. I swear to you, ain't no fucking way.
To stay somewhere, but like that should not be the exception. It should not be okay to pay so much for security and you're not secure. I come back to the dorm and I'm packing up all
That's
of
why
my
you
shit.
take matters into your own hands.
So I'm packing up anything that I feel like is valuable to me, and I get out of there. I'm at the security desk of my dorm, and I ask him, what are they going to do for me? Is there any RA that can come see my room? Is there anyone that can come attest to this or just, address this? I talked to someone on the phone, an incident reporter or something like that. He says to me that there is no way that they will find a place for me to go, and nothing will be done.
I would have beat that bitch's beat the brakes off that bitch. I took her mattress, took all her shit. I would have rubbed her face in it, just like you know how you do dogs and animals. You're raising them, you know, they want to piss on the ground, shit on the ground. You rub they, bruh. You let her get away with way too much.
Until Monday morning. So I'm stranded. My phone isn't charged. I go to a friend's dorm. It was a lot. So then, after that, it's Sunday now. Nothing has been done. My roommate is casually at my apartment after she committed a crime against me. I filed a police report. I did all of the right steps. I don't know what else I could have done.
Oh my god, that just pissed me off. Like, she let her get away with everything. Nothing's gonna happen. What? And then she goes like, "Oh, I was drunk. I didn't know." Where you had that opportunity to beat that ass. You had a small window to beat that ass and get away with it. I don't condone violence. Just let me put it over the record. But when somebody, like the Bible, do unto others as you had them do unto you, this was your do unto others moment. You had the opportunity, you missed it. And now she's sitting at your place, with her feet kicked up, inviting friends over, laughing at you, and all you did was a TikTok video. I could honestly tell you that wouldn't have been me. I would have been locked up or worse. That would have been me. But that's my thoughts. That's my opinion on it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, give the notification bell, give me a thumbs up. Let me know how I did, and I catch you next video. Peace.